Hello, friends. I want to open today with a number that should make every single one of you stop and pay close attention right now. The Social Security Administration has confirmed that millions of Americans who are fully entitled to benefits are receiving absolutely nothing at all. Not because they were denied, not because they did not qualify, but simply because nobody ever sat them down and told them the benefit existed. The SSA does not call you when money is waiting with your name on it. They do not send a personal letter, and they never will. Today, I am walking you through 5 specific Social Security benefits written into federal law that go unclaimed every single month because most people have never heard of them. Each one requires you to apply, and that one step is the only thing standing between you and money that is legally yours right now. I will tell you who qualifies, what the current 2026 amounts look like, and exactly what to do to claim every single one of them today. Stay with me until the very end because benefit number 5 is the one that surprises people the most, and the SSA will almost never bring it up. Before we get into it, subscribe to this channel right now and turn on the notification bell so you never miss an update like this one. I cover exactly this kind of information, benefits that exist, that you are fully entitled to, that nobody proactively sits down and explains to you at all. The people who are subscribed here find out about these things before the deadline passes and the money quietly slips away for good. Hit subscribe right now and let us get straight into benefit number 1, which is the spousal benefit. And I want to be very specific here. If your spouse receives Social Security retirement benefits, you may be entitled to a benefit of your own worth up to 50% of their monthly check. This applies even if you never worked a single day in your life or worked only a few years. Your own work record does not disqualify you. If your spouse is collecting $2,400 a month right now, you could be entitled to $1,200 on top of that every month. The reason so many people miss this one is that they assume if their own work record is small, they are simply out of luck. That is wrong. The spousal benefit exists specifically for that situation, and SSA compares your own record against 50% of your spouse's and pays you the higher number automatically. To get the full 50%, you must wait until your own full retirement age, which in 2026 is 67 for anyone born in 1960 or later. If you claim at 62 instead, that benefit drops to 32.5%. So the timing of your application genuinely matters in a permanent way. You apply online at ssa.gov by calling 1-800-772-1213 or by visiting your local Social Security office in person. Benefit number 2 is the divorced spouse benefit. And this one has the single biggest awareness gap of any Social Security benefit that currently exists in federal law. A recent survey found that 50% of Americans incorrectly believe that divorced people simply cannot receive benefits based on an ex-spouse's earnings record at all. Half the country has this completely wrong, and women who spent years out of the workforce raising children during a marriage that ended are the ones paying for it. The truth is that if you were married for at least 10 years and have not remarried, you may be entitled to up to 50% of your ex's benefit. Your ex-spouse will never be notified, their benefit will not be reduced by a single dollar, and it does not matter at all if they have since remarried. The requirements are clear. The marriage must have lasted at least 10 full years, you must currently be unmarried, and you must be at least 62 years old. If your ex has not yet claimed Social Security, you can still apply as long as you have been divorced for at least 2 years and you are both 62. You apply independently. You do not need your ex's involvement, you do not need their permission, and you do not need them to know anything about it. Go to ssa.gov or call 1-800-772-1213 and tell them specifically that you are applying for a divorced spouse benefit. Benefit number 3 is the widow and widower survivor benefit, and there is a strategy built around it that the SSA's own Inspector General confirmed in April of this year. A brand new 2026 audit from the SSA Office of the Inspector General found that 5,367 widows and widowers collectively lost $113.8 million. That is an average loss of $21,200 per person, caused entirely by SSA failing to explain the claiming options that are available to surviving spouses. Here is how the strategy works, and I want you to follow this closely because understanding it could add a significant amount of money to your lifetime income. A widow or widower can begin collecting survivor benefits as early as age 60, receiving a reduced amount of about 71.5% of the full benefit. While collecting that survivor benefit, their own personal Social Security retirement benefit sits completely untouched and grows at 8% per year past their full retirement age. At age 70, they switch from the survivor benefit over to their own retirement benefit, which has now grown into a significantly larger monthly check for the rest of life. By taking survivor benefits from 60 while letting your own benefit grow to 70, you collect years of income without sacrificing the larger check you will get later. The SSA does not explain this strategy when you call. You have to know to specifically ask about claiming survivor benefits first while delaying your own retirement benefit. If you are a widow or widower who has not yet claimed Social Security, call 1-800-772-1213 and ask about this option today. Benefit number 4 is the retroactive lump sum payment, and this one surprises almost every single person the first time they hear about it, so stay focused here. If you have already passed your full retirement age of 67, but you have not applied for Social Security yet, you are sitting on a lump sum payment right now. When you apply after your full retirement age, you can ask SSA to pay you retroactively, meaning they pay you as if you had applied up to 6 months earlier. If your monthly benefit is $2,000, 6 months of retroactive payments means a $12,000 check arriving right alongside your very first regular monthly payment. On a monthly benefit of $3,000, that same 6-month retroactive request becomes an $18,000 payment for simply knowing to ask for it by name. There is a trade-off. Taking the retroactive lump sum means your ongoing monthly benefit is based on that earlier start date, so it will be modestly lower going forward. Whether that lump sum is worth the small monthly reduction depends entirely on your specific numbers. But the critical point is that SSA will never offer this to you. When you apply, you tell them directly that you want to discuss the retroactive payment option, those words specifically, and then you make the decision with full information. Benefit number 5 is the Social Security do-over. And for people in exactly the right situation, this is the one that can be worth the most money of all. Here is the situation. Someone claims Social Security early at 62, realizes they made a mistake, and now wants to undo it before the damage becomes permanent for life. If it has been less than 12 months since they first filed, they have the legal right to withdraw that application entirely using the form called SSA 521. They repay every dollar they have received so far, and the SSA wipes the record completely clean. It is as if they never applied in the first place. Then they wait until a later age and refile. And here is why that matters. The difference between claiming at 62 versus waiting until 70 is up to 77% more per month. On a benefit of $1,500 at 62, that same earnings record pays out significantly more every single month for the rest of your life if you wait until 70. That difference, compounded over 20 or more years of retirement, adds up to hundreds of thousands of dollars in total lifetime income. And it all starts with Form SSA 521. The 12-month window is strict and it does not bend. After that point, the full withdrawal option is permanently gone and you cannot undo the early filing anymore. There is also a related option for people past their full retirement age called voluntary suspension, where you stop collecting benefits temporarily and earn delayed retirement credits during that pause. Unlike the full withdrawal, voluntary suspension requires no repayment at all. You simply pause, your benefit grows at 8% per year, and you restart at a higher amount later. Neither of these options will ever be brought up by the SSA unless you ask about them directly. Form SSA 521 is available right now at ssa.gov. So let us bring everything together right now, because here are 5 benefits that are yours by federal law and that go unclaimed every single month across this country. The spousal benefit is worth up to 50% of your partner's check, available even if you never worked enough to earn a meaningful benefit on your own record. The divorced spouse benefit is available to anyone married 10 or more years, and your ex-spouse will never know, never be notified, and never lose a single dollar. The widow and widower survivor benefit, combined with the switching strategy, can add tens of thousands, sometimes 6 figures, to your total lifetime Social Security income over retirement. The retroactive lump sum is available to anyone past full retirement age who is not yet claimed, and it can mean thousands of dollars arriving with your very first check. And the 12-month do-over using Form SSA 521 can undo an early filing mistake before it becomes a permanent reduction that costs you for the rest of your life. Not one of these 5 benefits gets paid automatically. Every single one requires you to apply, to ask, and to use the exact words that trigger the right response from SSA. The only reason millions of people who fully qualify are receiving nothing right now is that nobody told them. And that is exactly what this channel is here to change. Subscribe right now. Share this video with a parent, a neighbor, a friend who is on Social Security or approaching retirement, because one conversation can genuinely change their financial future. One person watching this today could walk away with thousands of dollars they did not know were sitting there. And you sharing it is what makes that happen. I will see you in the next one, friends. And remember, the money is there, the law is on your side, but nobody is coming to hand it to you.